So now the police decide that it's time we evacuate the floor. They wanted to get to the bottom of it, find out where these screams were coming from. And there was a fireman there, and the fireman joined my wife and I and the kids on the elevator down. But as soon as we get on the elevator and we hit number one floor, the elevator shakes really hard. My kids start screaming. I grab a hold of my wife and kids, and the fireman screamed as loud as I've ever heard anyone scream before. The lights were flickering off and on, and it felt like the elevator was just free falling. We start hearing the same banging, the same sounds, the same screams, but they were starting to fill the elevator shaft and in the elevator cart that we were in. Finally, it was like the elevator just crashed to the floor and the door opened, but everything seemed normal. The lights came on, and the fireman was standing outside the elevator, but he stood there with a confused look on his face. My wife and I and the kids come out of the elevator terrified. I grab him and I ask him, I said, dude, what's going on here? He has no clue of the situation that we were just in on the elevator. Now, I know I'm not crazy because my wife is seeing this and my kids are seeing the same thing that I'm seeing. And I was so terrified that I didn't know what was going on. And I could see the look of fear in my wife's eyes and in my children's eyes. And I just wanted to get them out of that hotel room quickly and safely. But just as soon as we get to the front door of the hotel room and try to walk out, it was almost like a time warp. We heard that scream again. It sounded like glass breaking. But within a split second, the elevator doors are opening again. We're back on the elevator, except for we're on the second floor. There's no police officers. Nothing's going on. It's very silent. It was almost deja vu in a way. Almost like the first day that we showed up there. Now, I don't want to take another trip on the elevator. And my kids are scared still. My wife is crying. We just want to get out of this hotel. So we decided to take the fire exit. We get to the door was locked, but somehow I finally got it to open and a fire alarm went off. Instantly after the fire alarm goes off, there was two firemen walking up the steps. One of them was one of the firemen I was in the elevator with. Like and follow, you're going to love the ending to this.